So you guys want a podcast, huh? All right, let's podcast.
This video is sponsored by Primate Pool Tools. Use promo code POOLPROS2020 to get $15 off. You're heavily involved in your brand.
Wait a minute. That's not right. Let's retry it.
You're heavily involved in your brand.
Much better. This is me interviewing Mike with Catalina Pool Service back in 2019, 2020. I don't even remember what year it was. I think it was 2020. But I was interviewing other business owners, being at the distribution counter all the time, being out there in the field, working with these individuals. I knew what they were about, and this guy, Mike, with Catalina Pool Service and Repair out here in Arizona, he is now remodeling and building pools. Him and I have a discussion about branding because I know that he heavily believes in branding. So stick with me real quick. We're gonna pull some of this part and talk about branding, and then I would like to know some of your input if you could drop them in the comments down below. Check this out.
When I think about you and your story, branding comes to the mind. You're pushing heavily. Why?
I'd say it's twofold.
Look at this guy. I love this. This is the way that I used to look as well. I had the nice clean shirt with the logo, the hat with the logo, the truck with the logo, business cards, stickers, everything had my logo on it. Because when we were in your backyard, I wanted you to know that it was us and just not someone random. So listen to what he says.
First, I have some background in the corporate world, and I was with Mitsubishi for a number of years, and I was involved in a project. And so I understand the importance of branding. That's kind of one side of it.
All right, so he was with Mitsubishi. He came from the corporate world and went into the home service trade industry. And I see that a lot. I see a lot of these guys leave the corporate office or the corporate world to start their own home service trade business.
The other side is the brand is my family history. My grandfather started Catalina Pools in '54 out in California, Southern California. And so the importance of Catalina Pools is not just, hey, this is my company name. It's my family's legacy. It's where I gained the knowledge and then primarily the quality that was, set forth 70 years ago by my grandfather.
I actually talk about this in the Future Pro Starter course, that there are different ways to name your business. And one popular way is to name it after your first or most likely last name, or use your initials in some way.
Believe it or not, it is going to be extremely difficult to get your customers, nonetheless the general public, to remember your business name. Companies spend large portions of their advertising dollars just to get the general public to remember them when they need the certain trade that they are looking for. Customers might remember your personal name or even one of your technicians' names. However, it is extremely difficult to get your customers to remember your business name. So we are going to talk about 4 different strategies that you can use when coming up with that perfect business name. And the first strategy that I want to talk about is what I call the old school strategy. And the old school strategy is using your first or last name combined with the trade or other creative word to come up with that business name you're looking for.
This is a huge way to name your business. The only thing that you have to understand, which Mike here does, is that if you decide to name your business that way, you are literally putting everything on the line. Your reputation, your last name is now on the line.
That's why I'm super driven on the brand. And the other thing is, I've always wanted to set myself apart from a lot of guys in the business.
Okay, listen to what he says right here. And then after he says what he's about to say, I actually counter against what he's saying to try to talk about this conversation.
When they see me come, my truck is completely wrapped. It has my logo all over it. I'm wearing my logo shirt, my hat. All my equipment has my stickers on it. Everything is logoed out, and that's my brand. It's people recognize, oh, that's Catalina Pools. You walk in a backyard, it's not a question of who services this account. It's Catalina Pools. It's they know. And
we talked about this, and we have had this conversation before, where I want to be on the other side of that, just for this topic. I don't think that people give a damn.
Something that I would like to do, at least with my business and the industry as a whole, you want to feel comfortable that this isn't a fly-by-night guy installing this. And when you see that, hey, they have a nice shiny truck, they're clean cut, the uniform, all that stuff, my thought is you're more inclined to spend that kind of money. You feel secure that A, they know what they're doing, B, there's something behind it in terms of a warranty, versus you hire a guy, with a pickup truck. Well, you're like, is he going to be here tomorrow?
All right, so this is big. This is why I believe that Mark Trucks and being fully invested in your brand is important. And I believe that this is why private equity has a space in the home service trade industry. And that's because they can provide the customers with warranties. And you don't see warranties a lot with these smaller outfits. So if you are a smaller outfit and you want to compete amongst each other, be better than the pool of service providers that you're a part of, offer a warranty. And I guarantee you customers would appreciate that.
But if, like for my company, you've taken the time to invest in that brand, there's some longevity and some quality to it. And so there's, that's my thought is, you go into a backyard and a pump's out, filter's bad, needs a heater, you're upwards of, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. My thought is customers are going to be more inclined to write that kind of check to my company versus the guy who's just pulling up in an unmarked pickup truck saying, yeah, I got this and I can do it.
Okay, again, some guys out there don't give a damn about branding or anything like that. They are still driving clean trucks. Some of them don't even drive clean trucks, but I'm interested to know what you think. What's your opinion on branding? And specifically your service vehicle. Is it better to have that marked truck? Do you care about your service vehicle? And then the last question that I just asked right here is, do you think that the homeowner cares about your service vehicle? That's a big one. My name is Ryan with Service Lead, no longer with the Pool Service Pros. That is dead and gone. But this information still pertains to us in the home service trade industry. So I want to know what you think. Let's talk about it.